Hello, my friends. This is Janice Masters, the Shaman Mama from janicemasters.com, broadcasting live from my office at home. And the first thing I want to do is share a wonderful win that I had today with you. And that is that a few months ago, I started swimming and started out with 1/8 of a mile, then 1/4 of a mile. And many years ago, I worked my way up to swimming a mile a day, and I really loved it. And so that was my intention this time. And today, yay me! I swam an entire mile, and it was so amazing. It felt so great. And I made it even better, because this is how I roll, by doing my famous quantum what if questions the whole time I was swimming. They just kind of kept rolling about relationships, about things, about life, about everything. It was wonderful. So anyway, I'm celebrating my win today. Hi, Sabrina. So glad to see you again. So today we're going to be talking. Hi, Joan. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to be talking about something that, well, I coined this phrase a few years ago because it suddenly dawned on me what we were dealing with. We're going to talk about your personal glass ceiling, what it is and what to do about it. Now, I know that all of you know the term glass ceiling. Okay, women have been dealing with that in corporate and in politics forever, and that is that point beyond which you simply cannot go because of the way things are structured and the kinds of limitations that are placed on women. Okay, so we're not talking about that. We're talking about a personal glass ceiling. And the reason that I called it this was because if you find yourself stuck, if you find yourself stymied, if you find yourself self-sabotaging, if you find yourself repeating a dysfunctional pattern over and over and over again, and yet at the same time, you know that you're not done yet, that you really are an indie woman. I-N-D-Y means I'm not done yet. So you know you're not done yet, but you're really stuck. You're really stymied. You're kind of spinning your wheels is a really good way to phrase it. So we're going to look at the fact that, and we don't like to own this, but it's really important in terms of empowerment, but these personal glass ceilings are of our own creation. Now, granted, some of the limiting beliefs that make them up could have come from society, could have come from culture, could have come from a teacher, could have come from parents, could have come from a caretaker, could have come from whatever patterns we inherited through our lineage, perfectionism, self-deprecation, things like that. So after a while, as we know, we don't need anybody else around to run those numbers on us. You know, we do that ourselves. And so we've got this personal glass ceiling in place, except we don't realize that I'm the one stopping me. And that's what's really important about this to get in order to really feel empowered. So there's some tools that we can look at that can help to eliminate the personal glass ceiling. Notice I didn't say break through, I didn't say smash, I didn't say destroy. Okay, that is not at all where we're going with this, because these limiting beliefs, in a sense, protect the vulnerable parts of ourselves. And we don't want to go smashing and breaking and, shattering or doing anything of the sort. What we want is to begin a gentle process of inquiry and investigation into, so what makes it up? What is it made of? What holds it there to limit me? And we want to do that with self-respect. We want to do it with self-love. We want to do it with positive self-regard. We want to do it with gentleness and tenderness, because the fact is, we don't come up with, hi, Michelle, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining. We don't come up with these limiting beliefs to torture ourselves. They come up self-consciously. They get embedded in the self-conscious, and then we're not even aware that we're running these programs on ourselves. So a couple of things that we can use to eliminate the personal glass ceiling are looking at ways to use the law of attraction, which many of you know I really love using for myself and with my clients and my students, looking for ways to help align, allow, invite, manifest the miracle of the freedom that is on the other side of that. And I'm going to use this word advisedly, that illusory glass ceiling, because there is no real barrier there, in a sense. It really is our thoughts, our limiting thoughts and our limiting beliefs that are keeping us going beyond a certain level. But the first thing we have to do is we have to inquire. We have to start asking, within ourselves, what is this about? We want to inquire. We want to uncover. We want to discover. So it's really a process of going inward and asking questions and listening for answers. And again, being tender, being kind, being gentle about this. I'm going to say it again. We're not looking to smash it or destroy it. Yes, Joan says self-imposed. Absolutely. And that's the most empowering thing about this approach to this personal glass ceiling, is that once we get that it is self-imposed, if I put it there, I can take it down. I can remove it. It's just like if I made up a story about myself, then I can make up a different one. Yeah. So we're looking to be an alchemist, really, and to transmute the inertia and the frustration into exuberance and joy and freedom and movement. Okay. And so there are a couple things that I have found to be extremely helpful for myself and for my clients in doing this process of inquiry. And the first is journaling, but not just typical, traditional, conventional journaling. I suggest that you journal aloud. And the way that I do that is that I take my phone and I open it. I open it to an email program, and I open an email and I put my own address in, and I click the microphone and I start talking. Okay? There's something about talking this stuff out that allows kind of a different sort of richness to come through. I'm all for written journaling. I think it's great. I do it myself. I do morning pages. But this is different. I want there to be an element of surprise at what comes out of your mouth sometimes. So there's journaling aloud. And then the other thing, and this is also about the element of surprise, by inviting the subconscious to participate in this process, and that is intuitive art. So all you have to do is take a piece of paper or take a blank canvas or take a lump of clay, whatever medium it is that you would like to work with, and set an intention for wisdom to come through, for light to be shined on your personal glass ceiling, what created it, what keeps it in place, and what will liberate you from it, and just have fun. And with intuitive art, usually what happens is, it's true for me, it's true for my clients, you play with it, okay? You play with it, you let it flow, you let whatever wants to emerge onto the paper, the canvas, into the clay, whatever. And then you let it be for a moment, and you step back from it. And you will find that over the course of a few to several days, and even longer than that, you will begin to see things in it. You will begin to get messages from it. You will begin to glean wisdom from it that really will show you a lot about whatever it is that you focused on in that piece of intuitive art. So, and the third thing that I'm going to suggest is that I have a wonderful group on Facebook called Conscious Woman's Miracle Circle. And if you would like to join that, it's a tremendously wonderful group of people and teachings and tools and encouragement to bring the process of aligning and allowing and manifesting miracles into this area of your life. So let's see, are there any questions about any of this? I'm hoping that I have this set for public. Well, I guess I do because there are people here. um, and as with all of these Facebook Lives during the month of August, I have said that I will keep them anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. And so if there are no questions, then I think I will close. I will let you know. I will post the address of the Facebook group should you like to request to join us. I'll post that in comments. And in the meantime, I'm Janice Masters, the Shaman Mama from janicemasters.com, and I'm available to work with you individually. My work is with sensitive, empathic women, and I love this community. Thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. See you soon.